Good evening, Panther fans. You have tuned into what should be an exciting and well-fought basketball game tonight as we are broadcasting to you from inside the gymnasium of Valor Collegiate Prep. Tonight, your Portland Lady Panthers will take on the Liberty Creek Lady Wolves as they battle for the Region 5 3A championship, the second straight year that Coach Stein's team has reached the region finals. I'm Kyle Eden along with my friends John Thayer, Miguel Almendarez. Thank you for tuning in to Lady Panther basketball. It got tense Monday night, but Portland was able to get by the number one team from District 10, Valor Prep, 43-40. Lady Panthers were shorthanded in the first as Nylock Paul and Addie McKelvey had limited minutes due to early foul trouble and uniform issues. A 2-point halftime lead for the Panthers ballooned to 13 late in the third as Coach Stein's defense was on full display, but a huge comeback by Valor Prep, thanks mostly to 21 second-half turnovers by Portland, as the Lady Wildcats cut it to 3 with 13 seconds remaining. Had possession for a last-second play, but the Panther defense held, giving Portland a chance at history. Back-to-back region championships. Team stats, Panthers held the rebounding edge 46-31, 10 assists off 16 made baskets. Another dominating performance by Gorchek Moot, 18 points and 9 rebounds. Big night also for Kieva Bradley, who had 18 points, 7 rebounds, 6 of 7 from the free throw line. John, back in late December, most people did not have the confidence that we could be here today from the way the team was playing at that time. But this team has just finds ways to win 11 of their last 13.
Yeah, for me, it wasn't confidence that they couldn't do it. It was just a real simple fact. Our two guards that were freshmen and sophomores had to grow up and learn how to play at a quicker pace with a lot more physicality and not lean on the three-headed monster quite as much. So they've done a better job at that. That's going to dictate tonight's game, to be honest with you. You got to take a little bit of pressure. You can't win 3-on-5. It's hard to win 4-on-5. So the play, other than the three mainstays, is going to be critical to see how they do tonight, period.
Liberty Creek, a 28-4 record, regular season champs, winner of the district tournament. Their last loss was on December the 18th. They defeated Station Camp in the semis 63-38, a game in which they only led by 1 at the half, though. This is the fourth meeting between the Panthers and the Lady Wolves this season. 2 double-digit defeats by Liberty Creek in the regular season. Last meeting, Liberty Creek won 48-40 in the district championship, the much-talked-about stall game in which Coach Stein was forcing Liberty Creek to play man-to-man there in that first half. You know, John, Coach Stein said that there's going to be no stalling to start this game. And senior Kieva Bradley even said that she's not interested in holding the ball for 3 minutes. She's ready to play. Lady Panthers aren't shying away from this veteran Lady Wolves team and seem anxious to have another shot at this group.
Yeah, I don't think Coach Stein's tactics was shying away at all. He was just trying to dictate to Liberty Creek what defense they were going to play us at. That's great coaching. You know, if a team wants to play a zone defense and don't come out man-on-man with you and beating the man-on-man is your strength, there's nothing wrong with sitting there holding the ball. That's part of it. There's not a shot clock. So I thought Coach Stein was brilliant and a great move, and the kids handled it pretty well. Maybe it bugged them a little at the last minute or so when everybody started yelling at them, but I thought it was a great move on his part, and then having the confidence in his kids to pull it off means a lot.
Slowing down, looking at Liberty Creek, slowing down number 23, Mason Lewis, who has been their physical and emotional leader during this postseason. She got the district tournament MVP. She'll definitely be on the all-region team once it's announced after tonight's game. And keeping the center, Kayla West, off the boards and stopping those easy shots. You play in front, they lob it behind her. You defend her behind, she's too strong. Going to be interesting to see what Coach Stein has up his sleeve as a different tactic to defend this tough Liberty Creek basketball team.
Yeah, you just got to pick your poison. You either got to double down on her so she can't work her way magic what she wants, or defend the three and let her do what she wants to inside. Coach Stein just got to figure out which one he's going to go with.
Of course, win or lose, there's a sectional matchup awaiting the Lady Panthers this Saturday. Win, and that is a home game against the loser of the Region 6 championship that's going on tonight between Tullahoma and Giles County. You lose tonight, and you're going on the road, and you'll face the winner of that team. That's a big difference, John. One, you win the region, yeah, you get that banner, but I think it's a big difference between playing at home and playing on the road in that sectional matchup.
Yeah, it no doubt is. I'm not real big on knowing what they do girls basketball down that way. You know, some towns are really big girls supporters like Shelbyville and stuff like that. But I would think in a gym like Giles County, there ain't nothing to do down there anyway, so they're going to fill up the gym if that's who we got to go play. And then you got your 2-hour bus ride, 7 o'clock game, so I don't know, you'll need to leave at around noon to go eat lunch somewhere. But that's the key is just a 2-hour bus drive back and forth, and then playing in the gym you're not sure about. And once you get there, it might be the sweetest gym you ever played in as far as depth perception, and you could just lie. Everything you shoot falls in the bucket. Those kind of moments are great because there's nothing better than beating a team and knocking them out of a tournament, and you go to state tournament on their gym. That's just one of the sweetest things in the world. So either way, they've got a lot to look forward to. They just need to play hard, see how this game turns out. You never know. This could be the top 2 teams in the state playing right now.
Wow.
That's the reason they do the sectionals, is to make sure that if both of these teams are top 8 caliber teams, they get a chance to prove it. It's just not one out of the 2 get to go. Both of them will have a chance to push that ticket and go.
Panthers looking to punch their ticket to the state tournament, hopefully with a win tonight so they can get that home victory, home court for Saturday. John, looking at the physical play, we've kind of, and not being disparaging on the refs, I'm not saying anything like that, but refs are different in different areas. We know that. You can go in this area and they're used to this style of play. You go to the one area and another style of play. Seems like in the games that we have played here in this gym, the referees that they've commandeered for this really let them play. I don't know if that favors the Panthers or if that could be a detriment.
It's a detriment. And the Metro refs, they call a lot of stuff that looks like fouls. It's almost like they're trained from their angle that's got to be a foul where they don't really watch it kind of through. They call some stuff that's, and I'm not saying they're cheating, they just pre-call it in their mind before it actually even happens. And I think a lot of it is because in the metro area you've got some of these colleges that also look for referees, so they're trying to get groomed into being a college referee. And you watch many college basketball games, a guy would go in for a layup and get knocked into the third row, they call nothing. Then a guy goes into a layup and no one even touches him, and it's an and one. You know, it's just the perception of how that looks, and that's how they're schooled. So there's a lot of phantom weird calls that happen when you get referees trying to groom themselves into college.
Yeah, that's true. As teams are coming off the court, you hear the crowd roaring as electricity is starting to build here inside the arena. Fans are still piling in, trying to get here in time for this 7 o'clock p.m. tip-off. And right now we're going to head it to the public address announcer for the playing of our national anthem.
Good afternoon. Welcome to tonight's Regional 5 Championship between Liberty Creek and Portland High School. We ask everyone to rise and stand for playing the national anthem.
Starting lineups for both teams will start with the Liberty Creek Lady Wolves, which will be playing the home team tonight. Again, a season record of 28-4 as they were undefeated in district play. Coached by Carrie Douglas in her 4th season, and she'll start 5 seniors. She'll have number 12, senior Emerson Fitzwilson, number 13, senior Olivia Tate, number 21, senior Delaney Corlew, number 23, senior Mason Lewis, and number 35, senior Kaylor West. For your Portland Lady Panthers, coached by Scott Steinbrecker in his 7th season, a 21-12 record. Winners of 11 of their last 13, 14 of their last 17. And he'll start off 2 seniors, a junior, a sophomore, and a freshman. Number 2, freshman Madison Mays, 2 points per game, 3 rebounds per game. And number 12, the sophomore guard, Addie McKelvey, 4.5 points per game, 3 rebounds per game. Leads the team in the free throws at 75% and also 3-point shooting percentage at 32%. Number 23, the senior forward, Nylock Paul, 11 points, 5 rebounds per game. Number 24, junior forward Gorchek Moot, 15 points per game, 5 rebounds per game. And number 31, the senior center, Kieva Bradley, 10 points per game, 6 rebounds. Leads the team in field goal percentage at 58% and will be in charge of guarding number 35, Kaylor West, for Liberty Creek tonight. Any special player of the game, any X factor, any thoughts, keys that you got hanging out there?
Two
Coach
is
Sean.
Kieva's she's got to play tough inside, but not mean, because we don't need cheap fouls. And then our guards are just going to have to step up and play like a sophomore and a junior, not a freshman and a sophomore.
Good points, because these guards are going to get pressured from Liberty Creek. But Panthers have proven they can play with this team. We want to thank everyone from wherever you are for listening to tonight's game as we get set for tip-off. It's going to be Moot against West. Referee gets ready. Ball is in the air. Tip is controlled by Moot, but goes into the possession of Liberty Creek. Liberty Creek will be going from right to left as we're sitting behind the Lady Panther bench. And it'll be Lewis guarded by Moot here in the early start. Swings over to Fitzwilson. Fitzwilson cut off by McKelvey. Lewis on top. Takes a step back. Doesn't look to 3. Tate goes to Corlew. Corlew on the baseline out to Fitzwilson, and we'll start back on top in Tate. And Liberty Creek doing a good job of passing the ball around. Lewis has an open lane. Shot is affected by Moot. She gets the missed shot, takes it the other direction. Paul fakes the 3 into the lane, turns around, takes a shot, no good. Put back by Paul is missed, and the 3rd time doesn't go in. 3 chances, no points. Liberty Creek comes out with the basketball. Panthers wearing their visiting black jerseys, white trim, white numbering. As Lewis gets it over to Tate. Screen, stop short. West down low, turnaround move, blocked by Bradley. Gives it up to Paul. Paul into the front court. Stops at the elbow. Backs it up. Over to McKelvey. 6:45 to go here in the first. Still no score in this game. Dribble handoff to Moot. Moot spins at the free throw line. Gives it up to Bradley. Takes a couple of steps on the baseline. Loses the basketball. That was good defense by West.
It is, but
Fitzwilson
you can't get frustrated.
on the push. 3 for Tate away. No good, but Lewis gets the rebound over to West. A block-to-block pass, no bounce. And West gets the layup.
We're playing good. Just stay focused.
First score of the night goes to Liberty Creek. Almost 2 minutes gone as Mays flashes in the lane, gets the shot, gets the pass, dishes it out to McKelvey for a 3 in there. Addie McKelvey gives the Panthers the lead. 6 minutes to go here in the first. Lewis down the lane, misses the layup. Panthers push the pace. They've got numbers. Paul tries to take it all the way. Bounce past to Mays, who gets one from the short baseline.
Good transition.
Panthers with a 3-point lead. Lewis to West. Backdoor cut to Tate, and she was open.
Yeah, we can't let backdoor go
Coach
that
Stein
easy.
did not like the defensive presence on that possession. 3 on the way is good by Nylock Paul. 2 threes on the night for the Panthers. It's now 8-4. West down the lane. A shot is deflected by Paul. And she'll take it into the front court. Guarded by Corlew. Loses it. Corlew picks it up. Gives it up to Fitzwilson. Turnovers will be a huge part of this game. Every possession will be critical for the Lady Panthers tonight. Lewis at the logo. Moot on her. Fitzwilson. Offensive foul on West for the moving screen. And West is arguing that call.
I would agree with him.
The Portland student body likes the call. Panthers up by 4 with possession of the basketball. Mays to Paul, swings around to McKelvey. Out on top is Moot. McKelvey over to Mays for the 3. Swoosh. Madison Mays with the 3. She has 5 points on the night, and all of a sudden it's a 7-point lead. Quick 3 by Fitzwilson off the mark. West is there for the putback, but doesn't go in. Out of bounds. Last touched by the Lady Panthers.
Normally when you knock somebody down trying to get a rebound, it's over the back. We do have people listening from Washington, D.C. as well tonight.
Lewis will inbounds for Liberty Creek. Lobs it out front to Tate. Tate over to Lewis for a 3 from the corner. No good. Misses everything. Lady Panthers with the basketball halfway through this first quarter. A 7-point lead in this regional matchup. Fitzwilson catches McKelvey at the 3-quarter area. McKelvey gives it up over to Paul. McKelvey back to Moot. Bradley trying to post up on West. It's not there. Moot will give it up to McKelvey. Paul in the slot area catches Mays. Mays almost loses it and saves it off the torso of Tate. It'll stay with the Lady Panthers. Lauderdale will come in for West on Liberty Creek. Aaron Lauderdale, a Spitfire, coming off the bench for Coach Douglas. Panthers turn it over on the inbounds. It's Tate. Panthers recover. Liberty Creek will have to back it up, restart the offense. Another turnover for the Panthers as Tate shoots a 3 from the near wing. Doesn't go in. Panthers with another chance to extend this lead. 3:18 to go in the first. They're up 11-4.
Well,
Mays
you had it. Just keep going.
lobs it over to McKelvey. McKelvey takes a shot. Corlew with the rebound. Liberty Creek up ahead, and Fitzwilson got behind the defense. Shot rolls out. Foul, though, on McKelvey. That'll send Emerson Fitzwilson to the free throw line for 2. 3:02 to go here in the first quarter. Free throws up is good. Fitzwilson's second free throw goes in. Another strong suit for this Liberty Creek team is their free throw shooting. Moot stops at the free throw line, gives it to Paul, takes a screen, shoots from straightaway, doesn't get it, but the putback is off the mark by Bradley. And now Liberty Creek with 2:45 remaining. It's now a 5-point game.
Yeah, this is a lineup that we need to take advantage of them inside.
Fitzwilson to her right, over to Corlew. Corlew's guarded by Paul. Cross court to Fitzwilson. Back out on top to Corlew. Swings around to Lewis. Lewis takes a screen, a switch. Paul takes it away from her. Lewis is able to get it back. Fitzwilson now. And she gets it taken away from behind as McKelvey was there for the steal. McKelvey into the front court, picks up her dribble. Loses the basketball, picked up by Liberty Creek. And they'll go down and misses the layup, and a late foul call against Portland. That'll go against McKelvey, and that'll be hers. Yeah, she's asking, was that on me? That seemed a little late.
Yeah, I think the guy just couldn't find his whistle.
Second foul on McKelvey. Free throw is up and good. Gregory at the free throw line. Second one doesn't go in. Panthers with the rebound. 11-7 now your score. We're at the 2-minute mark. Ariel Lindsay into the game for Coach Stein as she come in for McKelvey. West back in for Liberty Creek on the rebound. Up ahead to Fitz Wilson. Lindsay guarding Fitz Wilson. Crossover dribble, spin, dishes it out. Lewis takes a three from the top. Doesn't go in. The rebound is loose. Picked up by Moot. 2-on-1. Moot gets it over to Paul. The layup rolls off the front of the limb. And another miss. And Liberty Creek gets the second rebound. The Panthers with so many opportunities. And now whistle's blown, stoppage in play. And the referee is discussing why he blew the whistle, but we can't hear from up here.
I think it's got something to do with us hitting our head. It looked like on the ground for a second.
So Liberty Creek will have to inbounds and restart. Panthers were up by 7. It's now just a 4-point game, and Liberty Creek has the basketball. Jot down those wide open bunny shots that the Panthers have missed so far here in the first part of the first quarter. Tate throws it to a fan on the first row. Turnover will give it to the Panthers. Mays, guarded by Tate, dribble to the right, hand off to Moot. Moot gets stopped. Lindsay picks up her dribble. Over to Paul, quickly to Bradley. Bradley finds Moot underneath. She'll make the layup.
Good pass.
If all else fails, give it to the regular season district MVP and let her do her magic. 6-point lead. West down low, but they're going to call a foul against the Lady Panthers on the entry pass.
Yeah,
that'll go against Bradley. That'll be her first of the night. That's the third team foul on the Panthers.
Yeah, she just took a step too far. She didn't need to go that deep into it.
33 seconds to go. Lob into West, and Bradley is there for the pickoff, so the lob over the head doesn't work there. Mays for another three, in and out. Ball tipped out, last touch by Liberty Creek. It'll stay with the Panthers with the baseline out-of-bounds play coming up. .21 seconds to go. Mays takes the inbounds pass, shoots a three, it's good. Madison Mays with 2 threes on the night. 16-7. 11 seconds remaining. Again, a lob down to West, knocked out from behind by Moot. But Liberty Creek's able to save it. Switches over to Fitz Wilson, back steps, takes a three, no good. At the end of one, the Lady Panthers win the first quarter as they hold a 9-point lead over Liberty Creek. It's Portland 16, Liberty Creek 7. You're listening to the Portland Sports Network.
Phones and laptops to toys and tools. Many of our favorite things run on batteries. But when tossed in the trash or recycling bin, these batteries can spark intense fires that are nearly impossible to stop. Battery fires are happening more often. They've destroyed homes, burned down garbage trucks and recycling centers, and, tragically, taken lives. When a facility goes up in flames, trash and recycling services can be shut down for weeks or even months. The good news, battery fires are easy to prevent. Just remember, never throw batteries in the trash or recycling bin. Always tape the ends and drop them off at a safe collection site or mail them in using a certified return box.
In the city or in the woods, help keep America looking good. Give a hoot, don't pollute. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Agriculture's Forest Service.
Panthers will have the basketball starting the second quarter, going left to right. A 9-point lead. 4 threes in that first quarter for the Lady Panthers. Gives them a 16-7 edge. And Paul looking over at Coach Stein. Coach Stein says, go, go, go. Liberty Creek playing the man defense. Mays flashes into the lane, tries to get it over to Bailey Sharklet, who's in the game for Bradley. Tipped out of bounds by Liberty Creek. McKelvey will come back into the game. 2 fouls on Addison McKelvey as Lindsay will take a seat. McKelvey to inbounds from the baseline. Gives it to Moot. Turnaround baseline jumper's good. Gorchek Moot with the bucket. It is now a double-digit lead. 18-7. Your Lady Panthers lead. Fitz-Wilson, West. Guarded by Sharklet, way out front. A steal by McKelvey. She has Fitz-Wilson to beat. Doesn't make the jumper. Liberty Creek with the rebound. And another tip out by Paul as she almost had a breakaway. Lewis for the inbounds for Liberty Creek. And Corley will give it right back to her. Lewis says we're going to do play number Texas Longhorn here. West waiting for help. Gives it to Tate. Tate swings it around to Lewis to the far side. Lewis takes her dribble. Gives it to Corlew. Corlew tries to go down the lane. Knocked out by Nylock Paul. And Liberty Creek will have to reset from the baseline. Bradley back into the game for Sharklet. Inbounds to Fitz-Wilson to Corlew. Corlew gives it to Lewis. Turnaround elbow shot, no good. And McKelvey will keep it. Make her way to the front court, over to Moot. Moot turns around and shoots a 3. Back of the rim, no good. Tipped up. Lady Wolves with the rebound. 6:34 to go here in the first half. Lewis is going to try an open 3, and it goes in. Cannot leave her open.
Yeah, you can't fault Moot for trying, but she needs to square her shoulders before shooting.
Turnover by the Panthers. Liberty Creek up ahead. Tate gets the layup. 5 quick points for Liberty Creek as now they're in full court pressure. Trap over to McKelvey. Up ahead to Bradley in the middle of the court. Bradley turns around, goes up against West. Bumps her. And they're going to call a foul on Kayla West for the push. She doesn't agree, but that'll be number 2. Coach Douglas having a conversation with the ref as Bradley stood her ground. West will have to take a seat. Lauderdale will come back in. Panthers with a 6-point lead on the inbounds to Moot. Back to McKelvey in the corner. And she'll dribble it out on top as there was nothing there. Swing around to Mays. Mays with 2 threes in that first quarter. Paul's going to take her shot at 3. She got it. Nylock
barely moved.
The twine was frozen. Back to a 9-point lead, 21-12, 5:40 to go. Paul with her second 3 of the night. Corlew gives it up to Lauderdale. Lauderdale guarded by Bradley. Hands it off to Fitz-Wilson, who flips it over to Corlew. Back on top, stolen by Gorchek Moot. And she goes in, misses the layup. And a timeout is called by Liberty Creek on the rebound.
Could have done us a favor, though, because you never know. McKelvey, they call jump, they call foul. You don't know. You flip a coin sometimes.
I agree. 5:21 to go in the second. Panthers with a 9-point lead, 21-12. This is the Portland Sports Network.
Graphic Obsessions on Main is in a larger space and has more to choose from than ever. Tons of Panther designs we can print in minutes. Tons of inventory you can grab right off the rack today. And the amazing new hat bar, where you can customize your own hat. See a design you love but not in your size? We'll print it in just minutes. So many unique gift items right in the store. With the holidays fast approaching, remember, shop early at Graphic Obsessions on Main in Portland.
5:21 to go here in the first half. Lady Panthers with a 9-point lead, 21-12. Liberty Creek with the basketball. McKelvey still on the court with 2 fouls to give it up to Lauderdale. Back
That's
to
a
Lewis,
charge.
down to the lane, knocks over
How's
Paul
that a
and
no
gets
call?
the bank shot. Lewis, her second bucket of the night. Mays tries to drive the lane, loses the basketball, dives for it, and they'll say she touched it last. It'll go to Liberty Creek.
That was never mind. There's no way that was not a charge. Either after the shot or before, whatever. It could either be a bucket and a foul or no bucket and a foul, but it should have been one or the other.
Corlew gets it at the top of the key, swings it over to Lewis. She thought about the 3. Moot recovered. Gives it up to Corlew. She'll take one inside the arc. It goes in. That's just a 2. A delay of game warning against Liberty Creek. (21-16). Fitzwilson staying in the backcourt, then she'll sag back. McKelvey to the front. Lady Panthers up by 5. Crossover dribble by Moot into the lane, and they'll call defensive foul. That'll go against Fitzwilson. Correction, they'll give that to Lewis. Second team foul on Liberty Creek. 4:23 here in the first half. Moot takes the inbounds, drives to the lane, backs up, tries to get one at the elbow. It gets blocked. Lewis, good defense. Throws up to Tate. Tate swings it over to Fitzwilson. Coming up on the 4-minute mark.
Keep shooting your shots. Don't be intimidated by a block shot.
Fitzwilson bounce pass to Lauderdale. Ariel Lindsay into the game. Fitzwilson shoots, no good. Cleaned up by Delaney Corlew as she gets the putback. It's now down to a 3-point game, 21-18. Paul over to Moot. And she'll skip it back to Paul. Moot. Lindsay to the near side. Lindsay will take an open 3. Doesn't get it. Out of bounds. It'll go to Liberty Creek.
I'm not at practice, so I can't tell you.
Gregory will come in for Fitzwilson. 3:33 to go. Liberty Creek can tie it up with a 3 on this possession. It'll be Lewis to initiate the offense. Gives it to Corlew. Back to Lewis for an open 3. Gets it. Lewis with her second 3 of the night ties it up at the 3:10 mark. McKelvey gives it up to Lewis. Near slot Paul for the 3. Back of the rim. Rebound to McKelvey. Lindsay. McKelvey. Baseline. Gets fouled on the shot. And your leading free throw shooter for the Lady Panthers will go to the free throw line for 2 to try to break this 21-21 tie. McKelvey sets, shoots, it's good. Madison Mays will come in for Lindsay as McKelvey gets ready for her second shot. Dribble, set, shoot. In there. 75% free throw shooter, goes 2 for 2 on that go around. And the Panthers back up to a 2-point lead. Lewis takes a high screen, lobs it over to Gregory. Picks up her dribble, tipped out by Moot. It'll stay with the Lady Wolves. 2:41 to go here in this first half. 3 team fouls on Liberty Creek. As into the game comes Fitzwilson and West. And Corlew and Gregory will go out. West with 2 fouls. And she's guarded by Bradley as Lewis with the basketball at the volleyball line. Moot on her. Mays guarding Tate. Entry pass. Back out on top. Tate tries to go inside. Knocked out by Bradley. Goes out of bounds. Panthers couldn't save it. It'll stay with the Lady Wolves. 2:22 to go in the second.
It was good defense by Kieva. I just think she thought somebody was over there to get the loose ball and didn't get after it.
West will come right back out. Corlew goes in. Lewis to inbounds from the sideline. Gives it to Fitz-Wilson. Liberty Creek down by 2. Fitz-Wilson dribbles to the left-hand side. Out on top is Tate. Tate takes a screen, tries to go inside. Moot is right there, picks it up ahead to Paul, and Paul gets it knocked out from behind. Good recovery by Liberty Creek, but it'll stay with the Lady Panthers. McKelvey, whistle. Offensive foul on the Lady Panthers before the pass was inbounds. And they're giving that one to Nylock Paul. That'd be her first of the night.
Yeah, I guess so. I don't know.
I was looking away. I didn't see that one. Fitz-Wilson to the right-hand side. Picked up by McKelvey. McKelvey tries to beat Lauderdale. Can't do it. Starts the offense over. Moot. Pass is tipped. Picked up by Mays. Back out. A minute and a half to go. Panthers up by 2. Moot drives the lane. Dishes it out. She got tripped. That'd be the 4th team foul on Liberty Creek. And that one will go to Lewis. That'd be number 2 on Mason Lewis. So she'll come out as Gregory will come back in. 90 seconds to go here. McKelvey lobs out to Mays. Mays backs it up. Gets over to Paul. Paul thought about the 3. Gets around Tate down the lane. Misses the shot. And Liberty Creek with a minute 18 to go. Picked off by Moot. And Liberty Creek somehow gets possession back. And Moot stays in the back check. Liberty Creek finally gets it over to the offensive zone. And reach-in foul on Mays. The first one on Madison Mays. That's the 2nd team foul. A minute 6 to go here in the first half. Liberty Creek to inbounds, down by 2. Gregory gives it back to Fitz-Wilson in the corner. Lauderdale at the elbow, guarded by Bradley, gives it up to Tate. Weaves out to Corlew, back out on top to Fitz-Wilson. Under a minute to go. Gregory, Tate out on top. One-handed pass to Lauderdale. Quickly goes baseline, gets cut off, and they're going to call blocking on Bradley.
Oh, there was one of those make-believe, just looked like a foul calls, because that was not a foul.
Second foul on Bradley, and she will have to come out. Sharplet will go in, and at the same time, Kayla West is going to go in. And Corlew will come out. You got to see the strategy between Liberty Creek and Scott Stein. Inbounds pass is deflected, picked up by Bradley. McKelvey with the basketball. Tipped out by Liberty Creek. It will stay with the Lady Panthers. A little bit too loose with that basketball coming into the front court.
Yeah, I've always hated the my bads. It's like everybody knows.
So Bradley goes back in. Sharklet to come out.
Come on.
Inbounds is tipped back out. It'll stay with the Lady Panthers. 36 seconds to go.
Sometimes you got to fake it to make it, even on your passes.
McKelvey gives it to Bradley in the backcourt, and she'll bring it forward. Bradley, guarded by Lauderdale. Crossover move into the lane, takes a step, and makes the layup. Who was that? Number 31.
Little give and go at the end there.
With the drive down the lane. And now a 4-point lead for the Lady Panthers. 16 seconds to go. Lauderdale to Corlew. Tate picks it up off the missed pass. Takes a shot in the lane, misses it. And the Lady Panthers now try to go up ahead and be quick. The ball gets intercepted. Liberty Creek with it right back. Fitz-Wilson tries to throw one at the buzzer. No good. And ladies and gentlemen, we have us a basketball game here at Valor Prep High School Gymnasium as your regional finals is halfway through, and it comes out with your Lady Panthers with a 4-point lead. It's Portland 25, Liberty Creek 21. We'll be right back with halftime recap and halftime stats as you're listening to Lady Panther basketball here on the Portland Sports Network.
Two guys drove to work. Neither guy wore a seatbelt. One guy got a ticket. One guy didn't. The same two guys drove home. One guy wore his seatbelt. One guy didn't. One guy made it home. The guy not wearing his seatbelt didn't. Don't risk it. Click it or ticket. Paid for by NHTSA.
Nobody had to tell your grandparents not to drive while using their typewriters. Why should it be any different for us kids and our cell phones? Distracted driving was the cause of more than 3,000 deaths in 2022. Come on, we're smarter than this. Let's put down the phones and focus on the roads. Drive safe, everybody.
Don't drive distracted. A message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, and the Ad Council.
You're not gonna get it all right. Just make sure you nail the big stuff.
Mama!
Like making sure your kids are in the right seat for their age and size. Get it right at nhtsa.gov/the-right-seat.
Graphic Obsessions on Main is in a larger space and has more to choose from than ever. Tons of Panther designs we can print in minutes. Tons of inventory you can grab right off the rack today. And the amazing new hat bar, where you can customize your own hat. See a design you love but not in your size? We'll print it in just minutes. So many unique gift items right in the store. With the holidays fast approaching, remember, shop early at Graphic Obsessions on Main in Portland.
Saturdays from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. for Off the Rails, brought to you by Portland Sports Network's YouTube channel. Hosted by Coach Miguel Almendarez, Kyle Eden, and Coach John Thayer. We talk about local high school sports, as well as other local and college sports, and any other subject that might come up. Tune in and join in on the conversation. Off the Rails.
halftime of Region 5 3A Championship as your Lady Panthers lead the Liberty Creek Lady Wolves 25-21. Liberty Creek scores first. Panthers come right back with the lead. Hot shooting by Madison Mays. 4 threes total for the team. Puts the advantage up to 9 at the end of one. It's 16-7. Mason Lewis gets hot for Liberty Creek in the second stanza. And the turnover bug appears for the Lady Panthers. An 11-point lead is reduced to a tie at the 3:10 mark, 21 all. Panthers in the half on a 4-0 run to give us the 25-21 advantage. Lady Panthers came out like we said in the pregame. They're not scared. They're not wordy. I think they kind of wanted Liberty Creek, despite what Liberty Creek's been able to do to them during the regular season. They wanted another shot to see if they could play better against this Lady Wolves basketball team.
Yeah, their attitude in general, I like it. I like their spunk and their gumption and their fortitude. You know, the only things, we missed some pretty easy buckets down low, but that's fine. I think Coach Stein's theory is when we get the ball, go quick on them. If we're going to turn the ball over, let's turn the ball over going fast, instead of sitting back trying to break a press and getting traps and turnovers and that kind of stuff. So that'll lead to that. Everybody's played really good as far as the starting five for sure. I think the only thing is some of our passes, we need to, there's a thing called fake it to make it. You do that when you're shooting sometimes. You do a fake shot. You do that on passes too. You fake where you're going to throw it, get them to lunge at it because they're jumping everything we're doing, and then throw a different angle pass. So we need to work on that just a little bit. But the girls, as far as playing hard and putting it on the line, you got to give them 100% credit for that. They're absolutely taking care of business when it comes to that.
Defensively, the Lady Panthers, I think, are playing exceptional. If they're just giving too many possessions to Liberty Creek, and you got to be able to cut that down and not have that happen going into the second half.
I think defensively they are. Liberty Creek's a veteran team, and they've got a really good coach, so that they know some places to exploit on our team, and they're going hard to try to exploit that. And that's what you do when you're coaching. It's just like some of our girls. You know, you want to try to figure out who to get Moot one-on-one with because she's going to tear most people up. I think the only kid on their team that can really slow her down is Lewis, and she's been doing a pretty good job. I don't know if we can get some foul on her to maybe get her into some trouble. That would help a lot, but she's done a good job of bugging Moot just a little bit. But the girls have really done a good job. On scoring, Mays has got 8, McKelvey's got 5, Paul's got 6, Moot's got 4, Bradley's got 2. We're 2 for 2 from the free throw line. Rebounds, McKelvey with 3, Paul with 3, Moot with 4, Bradley with 3. Steals, McKelvey 4, Moot 2, Bradley 1. Block shots, Paul and Moot each have 1. Assists, 2 each for Mays, McKelvey, and Paul. And Bradley's got 1, and we had 6 turnovers. So, like I said, I just think if we can just, our passing game needs to be a little cleaner because we're doing outlet passes, which is fine, but they're jumping them. So we got to, maybe dribble a few more steps and hit that pass or throw the pass higher, but I'm not complaining too much. We're leading. Let's just keep playing hard, try not to turn the ball over too many times. And if we could just make a couple of our close-range shots, we probably have 6 or 8 more points on the board right now.
Reminder that after this game, there will be an award ceremony as they will name the all-region team, tournament team. And then, of course, they'll give the awards out for runner-up and the regional champ. We'll take one short break. We come right back. It'll be tip-off time for the second half as you're listening to Lady Panther Basketball.
This is Coach Stein, and it's time for Lady Panther Basketball.
And we're getting set for the second half. Lady Panthers holding this 4-point lead. This is the 4th appearance in the regional finals in the history of Lady Panther basketball. Their last appearance, John, well, it was last year.
I was there.
Station Camp, a big 48-37 victory in that revenge game. Before that, 1973 in the year of our Lord, when Gail Gregory and Marie Adamson was leading the way.
Hey, quick shout out to Jennifer Spurgeon. Hope she's feeling better.
Panthers will start out on defense here in the second half. And it'll be the starting five of Mays, Bradley, Paul, Moot. And starting five for Liberty Creek. Sorry. Play has resumed. It's fun being with you sometimes, John.
Well, I try to read it that it's given to me, and I screw it up. I didn't know.
Lewis takes a screen, gives it up to Corlew. Corlew, guarded by Paul, decides to take three, and it goes in. She wasn't going to do it. Paul stepped back. She decides to take it.
Jennifer's not feeling bad. My bad, but shout out to her anyway.
Paul tries to get around Corlew. She does. Misses the shot out of bounds. It'll stay with the Panthers as Liberty Creek touched it last, according to the referee.
They obviously did. They blocked her shot.
Paul lobs it to Moot at the elbow. She tried to touch pass it back to Paul. Didn't have a handle on it. Turnover. Gives it to Liberty Creek. Now Liberty Creek can take the lead right here on this possession. And Lewis is going to try to do it with a three. No good. Offensive rebound, Lady Wolves, though. Cross court. Tate, she'll take a three in the pocket. Misses it. West, put back off the glass, doesn't go in. Knocked out. Loose ball again, given over to Lewis. And finally, she gets one off the glass from the mid-range.
I just don't understand why Mood and Paul had half court here when we're battling for a ball.
Turnover on the inbounds. Panthers recover.
Yes.
This is the first lead of the night for Liberty Creek since they led 2-0 early on, and Coach Stein doesn't like what he sees. He calls a 30-second. And we'll keep it here as I'm having trouble writing 26-25.
That can get you. I mean, I'm not getting on to Paul or Mood, either one. They played brilliantly this year, but on that loose ball fighting down there, we need that high. We had two of our small guards in there fighting, trying to help Bradley out. We can't get our cart before a horse, so to speak. They were looking for a run out. We didn't have the ball yet.
Panther Nation in full force over there on the far side in the visitor section area. Give a shout out to Principal David Woods as he was able to provide a bus to bring those guys down here. I hope they didn't go the route that I went. As Mays takes a backdoor cut, a block-to-block pass to Bradley for the layup.
It's a good job moving the ball around, and Mays finishing it up with a great pass to Bradley.
Panthers get the lead back. 2 minutes gone here in the third. Tate takes one from inside the arc, and that's good. What a jumper by Olivia Tate. Liberty Creek with the lead back again. Paul gets tied up, and they'll call the reach in on the Lady Wolves.
I've seen that not called many times this year, so he did a good job there.
That one will be the first foul on Tate. First team foul here in this half, just under the 6-minute mark here in the third quarter. Panthers will inbound from their own end line. Moot with the three off the inbounds, doesn't get it, but picks up her own rebound.
That's our ball.
And her shot is blocked out of bounds. And it'll stay with
keep shooting
the Lady Panthers.
If there's one person on the floor that needs to keep shooting, it's her. She's proved it all year long.
McKelvey gets it to Bradley. Spin move, shot over West. Doesn't go in. West with the rebound. And now Liberty Creek will try to extend their lead. Fitzwilson misses the layup. Bradley looks up ahead.
At the lane.
Gets knocked down, and they'll call traveling. Turnover go to Liberty Creek. 1 point lead for the Lady Wolves. 5:24 to go. Lewis resets the play. Guarded by Moot. Corlew pops out, takes the pass. She gets stopped by Paul. Back out in front to Fitzwilson. Over to the near side is Lewis. Looking at Moot. Moot dares her to go baseline. She does, and she gets the layup.
Yeah, when you got a big girl like West in the middle, if you give up baseline, you're not getting any help because she's blocking out.
Lewis with 12 points on the night. Moot goes baseline. Steps on the end line. And it'll go over to Liberty Creek. Lauderdale will come in. Gregory will come in for Coach Douglas. Out will go Tate and West.
Right now, Lewis is the difference in the game.
Liberty Creek has outscored the Panthers 9-2 to start this third. Almost a turnover. Liberty Creek gets possession back. 4:30 remaining in the third. Moot jumps on the pass but doesn't get it. Liberty Creek throws it over to the near side for a three. Off the mark. Chased down by Bradley. She gives it over to Mays. Mays picked up her dribble, but she gets it off to McKelvey. McKelvey will get into the front court. Stop short. Over to Mays for a very long three. Doesn't go in, out of bounds. Last touch by the Lady Wolves. McKelvey on the inbounds. Gets it over to Paul coming into the lane. She gets it knocked out. Picked up by Bradley. And they're going to call held ball. Possession stays with Portland. McKelvey lobs it out to Mays. Paul. McKelvey decides not to take the 24-foot three. Gives it back up to Paul. She'll back up to Logo over to McKelvey. Moot, lob down to Bradley. Turnaround shot goes in. The whistle. Bradley will go to the free throw line for an and one. No Kaylor West in the center position. They take advantage of it as Gregory gets the foul.
Good pass. Good job by Bradley getting mugged and still getting the ball in the bucket.
Timeout called by Coach Stein before the free throw. We'll take a quick break. 3:49 to go here in the third. Liberty Creek leads by 1, 30-29. You're listening to your Portland Lady Panthers.
Nobody had to tell your grandparents not to drive while using their typewriters. Why should it be any different for us kids and our cell phones? Distracted driving was the cause of more than 3,000 deaths in 2022. Come on, we're smarter than this. Let's put down the phones and focus on the roads. Drive safe, everybody.
Don't drive distracted. A message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, and the Ad Council.
Good job by the cheerleaders there during that timeout. Shout out to the cheerleaders showing up in full force in all of these games that they've had here. Monday night, Tuesday night, tonight. They'll be here tomorrow night. Why will they be here tomorrow night? Because the PH boys will be playing tomorrow night, 7 p.m. as they defeated Springfield 52-44 last night. Regional final matchup against Maplewood High School, who defeated Station Camp at that semifinal. So Bradley will go to the free throw line, shooting 54% on the season, trying to complete this three-point play. She gets set, spins the ball, shoots, in there. It is now tied. Substitution for Coach Douglas as McDavid will come in for Gregory. Tie ball game with 3:47 to go here in the third. Lewis lobs to West, who's back into the game. Over to Tate. Tries to get a jumper off. Paul says no. Bradley with it. She's got numbers. Up ahead to Paul. Gets fouled on the shot. That's a good pass by Bradley.
It was a very good pass, and I'm glad she passed it because their little gnat was coming up quick.
You say that in a good way.
Yeah, okay. I guess. Yeah, it's always good to have good defensive gnats on your team.
The senior, Nylock Paul, to the free throw line for 2, and she makes the first one. First points of the second half for Nylock. She has 7. Mason Lewis will get a rest.
It's like Sentnor. He could be real natty here lately on defense.
That's true.
He'll aggravate the heck out of you.
Tate into the game. Second free throw is short. Rebound, Liberty Creek. Lauderdale gives it up to Fitz Wilson. 3:30 remaining here in the third. Panthers with a 1-point lead.
The thing about her, she's a little out of control at times. I think the referees ought to call her a little more on her loose elbows if you watch on closer plays. She pretty much wells her whole body everywhere, and a lot of that is fouling. You can't let her do that.
As they call the touch foul on Mays, and that's her second of the night. It's the first team foul on the Panthers. Lewis comes back into the game. She'll take the inbound. She's met by McKelvey and Mays. They get it over to Lauderdale. Lauderdale throws it back out to Lewis. Paul is on her. She tries to go down the lane.
Oh, my goodness.
They finally call it.
This guy here, I'm not sure what he was going to do.
So they call the traveling. Quick full court pressure by Liberty Creek.
Just dribble it up court.
And the Panthers get a turnover. It goes back to Liberty Creek. Not sure how to describe that play.
You don't need to.
All righty. Lewis with the inbounds pass. Guarded by Moot. Top of the key. Backs it up. Under 3 minutes to go. And a bump foul on Moot against Lewis. That'll be her first of the night. Now that's the second team foul on the Panthers. As Lewis will inbounds from the sideline. Gives it to Lauderdale. Right back to Lewis. She'll dribble her way to the far side. Hands it off to Fitz Wilson. McKelvey meets her. They try to go down on to Corlew. 3 on her. They give it up to Lauderdale for the 3. No good. Bradley with the rebound up ahead to Mays, and she'll quickly get into the front court. And then she'll back it up to get the offense started. There's McKelvey back over to Mays. Mays goes baseline. Tries a scoop shot. Tate with the rebound.
At this time of the season, you need to shoot shots you've been shooting all year and having success with, and not just pull something out of your pocket.
Fitz Wilson up and under is short. Mays throws it up ahead to Moot. It's knocked out by Lewis. Good recovery. Moot gets it over to Mays. Back to Moot. Moot triple team, finds Bradley on the far side, and they're going to call a defensive foul. And we'll make sure that's on West.
It has to be on West.
Yeah, he gave weird. There he goes.
There was
he
nobody
went back,
around.
He went back and changed the sign. He didn't say 35 the first time, but he did that time. That's number 3 on Kaylor West, and we'll take it. It's Bradley will go to the free throw line for 2. First one's up. It's good. So West will have to take a seat with 3 fouls. Corlew will come back in. Bradley sets for her second spin. Shot is up. Shot is good.
Big free throw.
7 points in this quarter for Kieva Bradley. It is now a 3-point lead for the Panthers. Under 2 minutes to go here in the third quarter. As Panthers go into a zone and Lewis down the paint gets fouled.
Yeah, we got to make sure we get her in perimeter, keep our shoulders square. Don't let her drive and put our bigs in a bad spot down in there.
In the act of shooting, we'll put Mason Lewis to the free throw line where the first one is up and good. 1:49 to go.
She is far and away their best player, period. I mean, she's been locking Moot down all night.
Mm-hmm. Second one is good. Timeout on the court. 1:49 to go in the third. Lady Panthers clinging to a 1-point lead here on the Portland Sports Network.
The Commission for the United States Semiquincentennial was created to plan, encourage, develop, and coordinate the commemoration of the 250th anniversary of the founding of the United States, and recognize Tennessee's integral role in that event and the impact of its people on the nation's past, present, and future. The Commission promotes an inclusive statewide celebration and educational commemoration of America's 250th by interpreting and preserving Tennessee's unique stories, objects, landmarks, and places across our diverse state that defined who we are as Tennesseans in America.
Liberty Creek going full court here as the Panthers have the full court to go here on this inbounds. They'll give it to Bradley, and Liberty Creek will back off. McKelvey into the front court, has an opening, dishes it off to Paul for the corner three. In there.
That was a big shot.
Nylock Paul with a triple. Moot almost with a turnover. Fitzwilson keeps it. Lauderdale dishes it off to Tate. Tate back to Lauderdale. Lauderdale gets around the defender. Shot is up, no good. And a late whistle, but we'll see. He's pointing towards the Panthers.
It's Lauderdale. Her little flinging around stuff. He gave it to her.
Well, they never called the foul, and they never added it to the board. But I'm with you.
That was a foul.
Well, they missed a lot of stuff there on that play on both sides. But a turnover gives it to Liberty Creek. Lewis tries to get to the front court, tipped out by Paul.
Our guards have got to help out our big people. We're turning into a three-man game on offense, and that's not a real good thing.
A minute 2 to go here in the third. Panthers with a 4-point lead, but Liberty Creek has the basketball as Lewis is talking with the referee about something. Lewis will inbounds and get it back. Tries to get around Moot. Scoops under for the shot. And I'm not sure what you do to stop that play. Bradley, double team, over to McKelvey. McKelvey to the front court, and she dragged the foot as she couldn't make up her mind whether to keep dribbling or pass it. So now Liberty Creek with the basketball again, down by 2, as McKelvey and Mays will pick up Lewis at half court and try to get her to get rid of the basketball. And she does. Over to West down low. She'll dish it out for the baseline jumper. Corlew is good. 32 seconds. It's now a tie game again. A lob to Moot. She gets bumped, takes a shot up, doesn't get it, but the putback is good by Gorchek Moot.
That was just all Moot, period. She saved the turnover, grabbed it, got bumped around, missed a shot, put it back up. That was just unbelievable.
Fitzwilson to Lewis, 9 seconds to go. Lewis down the lane, takes a shot. Offensive foul on Mason Lewis. And that makes the crowd erupt. And that's her third. 3 fouls on Lewis, 3 fouls on West. So the Panthers have 5 seconds. Can they break this press and get a shot off? Bradley will give it to McKelvey. McKelvey gets fouled at the center stripe. And will they say she was in the act?
Yeah.
They will say she was shooting. McKelvey was trying to heave it from half court with 0.2 seconds remaining. They call the foul.
Wow.
So McKelvey will go to the free throw line for 2.
Make a note right here.
McKelvey gets set for that first one, and it goes in. Boy, that was sweet. Second one. That one goes in.
That was dumb on Liberty Creek.
McKelvey steadies, shoots. 3 for 3 from the free throw line. Liberty Creek will inbounds. They don't have time to do anything. Third quarter is in the books, and ladies and gentlemen, your Panthers are going into the final 8 minutes with a 5-point lead in this region championship game. Get the popcorn. Make sure the kids are safe. It's going to be a close one. We'll be back for the final 8 minutes of Lady Panther basketball.
You're not going to get it all right. Just make sure you nail the big stuff.
Mama!
like making sure your kids are in the right seat for their age and size. Get it right at nhtsa.gov/the-right-seat.
Hear that? That's the sound of your life. But every time you drive after drinking, the music gets drowned out. Buzz driving is drunk driving.
Game world or real world, seatbelts save lives.
A 5-0 run to end that third quarter gives the Lady Panthers a 41-36 advantage. 16 points in that last quarter, 7 of those from the free throw strike. And Coach Stein says, I'm going with my starters here in this final quarter, as it'll be McKelvey, Moot, Paul, Mays, and Bradley. Starting 5 for Coach Douglas also. As we get set and started for the final 8 minutes, Panthers on defense, inbounds for Liberty Creek. And it's Lewis guarded by Moot. Makes her way towards the baseline, picks up her dribble, ball is tipped, goes down low to West, and West turns around and gets the layup.
That's just what they do whenever they get behind.
41-38. Bradley goes down the lane, and they'll call offensive foul on Kieva Bradley. That's a good call.
Yeah, it was.
And that's the third on Bradley. So Liberty Creek down by 3. It'll be Lauderdale into the game. Gives it to Tate down low. Tate turns around, misses the short jumper. Whistle. Technical foul, but I need to know, are they calling it against the defense?
Apparently,
for feigning the
number 25 flopped earlier. I want him for a flop.
Well, evidently they're going to give a technical for the flop.
On who? We didn't flop that time.
Yeah. West misses the first free throw.
Yeah, it's hard to flop. Never mind. It's all right. We've gotten some calls too. We just need to regroup.
Second free throw goes in. Liberty Creek will keep the basketball. Liberty Creek can tie or take the lead here on this possession. Lewis will inbounds, and she'll get it right back. West will be at the elbow. Tate will pop out, take the pass. Entry pass to West, and she had position as she had backed Bradley all the way to the basket. And now Liberty Creek has tied this game up with 7 minutes to go. Mays to Bradley. Bradley sees an opening, tries to go up and under West, can't do it. Ball is loose, picked up by Moot. She can't get the putback, gets the rebound, and they're going to call a push against Liberty Creek. That will be number 4 on West.
I thought that was a bad call. It was actually on Lewis, but we'll take it.
And they did change it, Coach, as they come back and gave the foul to Mason Lewis. And it's her 4th. West will stay with 3, so Lewis will come out of the game. McKelvey will inbounds to Mays at the top of key. Over to Paul. Paul calling for the fist play. Back to Mays. Ooh, Coach Stein's doing some coaching right now. Bounce pass to Bradley, top of the key. They'll let her take that if she wants it. She doesn't. Paul at the elbow. Gets it taken from behind. Moot gets it back. Moot is everywhere. Moot goes into the lane.
Jump ball.
Tie up, jump ball. Possession arrow stay with Portland. 6:18 to go here in the 4th. 41-41 is your score. In Region 6, Tullahoma is playing Giles County for their region championship. Those two teams will be matched up with these two teams Saturday night. As Paul goes to the baseline, and she'll be in charge of the inbounds. Screen.
She was in violation.
Yeah.
What's she doing?
She stepped on the line before the inbound, so turnover will give it to Liberty Creek. Coach Stein a little displeased with that.
Yeah, I would be too. That was just not good thinking at all.
I think he had a one-time play there that he was trying to set up.
Yeah,
Didn't
but you
quite
can't
work
come
out
out of bounds until you get your pass.
West, down low, turnaround is good, and you can't stop her there.
You're going to have to do something to get double teams on her. No.
Turnover by the Panthers. Bradley gets it back and gets pushed. Whew. First foul on Fitz Wilson. Second team foul. Liberty Creek with a 2-point lead. And Coach Stein's going to call timeout as he's trying to diffuse the discombobulation. 5:52 to go in the fourth. Liberty Creek 43. Lady Panthers 41. This is the Portland Sports Network.
Saturdays from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. for Off the Rails, brought to you by Portland Sports Network's YouTube channel. Hosted by Coach Miguel Almendarez, Kyle Eden, and Coach John Thayer. We talk about local high school sports, as well as other local and college sports, and any other subject that might come up. Tune in and join in on the conversation. Off the Rails.
43-41 is your score. Liberty Creek with the 2-point advantage. Under 6 minutes to go here in this fourth quarter. Again, the PHS boys will be playing tomorrow night, 7 o'clock p.m. against Maplewood High School for their chance at the region championship. Lady Panthers will inbounds. Moot will take it, and she'll slowly walk it up into the front court. Mays lobs to McKelvey in the corner. McKelvey, a one-handed pass, gets picked off as Lauderdale takes it. A wasted possession for the Lady Panthers. And now Liberty Creek with a 2-point lead and the basketball. Gregory's going to take a 3 straight away. Doesn't get it. Moot with the rebound. And she's going to try to go coast to coast. A little scoop shot goes in. Avoided the charge. And now it's tied back up again. 43 all. Coming up on the 5-minute mark. Gregory, they let her have the 3. She don't want to take it. Gives it up to Tate. She'll take one from the elbow, and it goes in. Olivia Tate gives Liberty Creek the lead back. Moot quickly in the front court, drives the lane, and a whistle and a foul on Liberty Creek as Lauderdale will get called for that one. That'd be the 3rd team foul for the Lady Wolves. Corlew will come in. Lauderdale will come out. That was the first foul on Lauderdale. McKelvey. Bounce pass to Paul in the low block. Turnaround shot. And Paul will go to the free throw line for 2. Let's see who they give it to. And they'll give it to Gregory.
Yeah, she's not a real smart basketball player to the point is she would have been jonesing for that call, right? You don't want West to get it for sure. So she should have said, that's definitely on me, but she was like surprised, fighting it off.
Paul misses the first free throw. Paul to the line, toes it, shoots, misses both. And now Liberty Creek can extend this 2-point advantage, but the Panthers are going to go full court. And timeout is called by Coach Douglas. 4:42 to go. Liberty Creek leads by 2. You're listening to Lady Panther basketball on the Portland Sports Network. 4:42 to go here in this fourth quarter. Liberty Creek on top 45-43. What a basketball game it has been. Nylock Paul with 10 points on the night, leading the Panthers as Liberty Creek will inbound. Panthers have everybody in the backcourt. Lewis gets it to West. He throws it right back to Lewis. She's guarded by Moot. Here comes Mays. Lewis gets away from her. Ball is tipped out, picked up by Tate. Tate throws it over to Fitzwilson. And she's met by McKelvey. Now she's double teamed. Gives it up to Tate. Swing over to Lewis. Fakes the three. Backs it up. Lewis spins at the elbow. Decides against it. Picked off by Moot. Up ahead to Paul. Paul goes down the lane. Takes a short jumper. Whoa. And they'll call defensive foul on Tate as she was moving. And now Paul looks to be limping again. She showed signs of that Monday night in the semis. That's the fourth foul on Tate as foul trouble is coming into play for Liberty Creek. Yeah. Lewis with 4, Tate with 4, West with 3.
That was a favorable call.
Paul shoots the first one. It goes in this time. Gregory will come into the game for Corlew. Paul with the basketball, toes the line, spins, dribbles, shoots, short. Lewis with the rebound.
Yeah, that's 3 free throws we've missed here in the fourth quarter. We can't miss them.
Liberty Creek gets it up ahead, and West is wide open under the bucket. Panthers gambled. They've had to pay for it. It is now a 3-point lead, 47-44 with 3:50 to go. A long three by Mays is off the mark. Moot tries to chase it down, can't get to it.
I don't get this new deal about taking shots beyond the arc. I don't get it. I don't understand it. It's just kind of weird to me.
Liberty Creek to inbounds as Lewis again going up against Moot. Moot chases her to the front court. Gets called for the reach in. That'll be number 2 on Gorchek.
And somebody may get mad at me. I don't care. How much time do you spend on shooting 5 feet, 6 feet, 8 feet behind the arc? Do you spend more time? I mean, I don't get it. Your time shooting is precious. I don't get how much you spend on those shots.
Third team foul on the Panthers, 3:30 to go. Lewis goes all the way to the other side. Ball is rejected, no foul on Moot. So that'd be number 3. And that'll send Lewis to the free throw line for 2.
I get it if you're being guarded, right? Maybe have to step 3, 4 feet back.
Lewis's first free throw hits the front of the rim, back of the rim goes in. Lewis's second free throw, that one's good. Lauderdale will come in for Lewis. Coach Douglas trying to save her 4 fouls. 3.5 to go, Liberty Creek up by 5. Panthers need to be patient here. Bradley over to McKelvey, and she'll dribble into the front court. To Bradley. Bradley dribbles, dishes to Moot. Moot gives it up to Mays. Open 3, no good. Ball tipped up. Picked up by Liberty Creek. Foul on Paul. And the bonus will send Liberty Creek to the free throw line. As Saria Gregory will have 2. That's the 3rd foul on Paul. Mays made those 2 big threes early on in the first quarter. Couldn't get that one to fall. As Gregory gets set for her first free throw. Misses it.
Got to make sure we block out. No second chance points here.
Both teams in the bonus. Both teams have 2 timeouts left. As Gregory's second free throw goes in. So it's now a 6-point advantage for Liberty Creek. Bradley walks it up. McKelvey back to Bradley into the front court. Bradley at the volleyball line.
Well, we don't have a lot of time.
Paul
to
says,
hang
let's
out
get
here.
it going. Moot far slot area. Back out front to Mays. Mays jumped pass. Gregory gets the interception, and she'll make it for a layup. Telegraphed that pass, and Gregory knew it was coming. It's now an 8-point lead. As the Panthers are losing control here. Moot to Paul. Paul sees an opening, bounce pass to Bradley. She can't get a shot off. Over to Paul. Paul's shot is missed. Liberty Creek with the rebound. Kicked out by Portland. Let's stay with Liberty Creek. A lot of contact underneath that basket. 2:22 to go. All of a sudden, Liberty Creek has boosted it up to an 8-point lead.
We've got to keep playing tough defense.
Let's see if the Panthers got one more sprint left in them. Lewis, she'll take it to the front court herself. Gets around 3 defenders and makes the layup. And the inbounds is tipped out by Fitz-Wilson. As Coach Stein calls timeout. 2:12 remaining. Liberty Creek has put it to a double-digit lead. It's 54-44. You're listening to Lady Panther basketball.
2 guys drove to work. Neither guy wore a seatbelt. One guy got a ticket. One guy didn't. The same 2 guys drove home. One guy wore his seatbelt. One guy didn't. One guy made it home. The guy not wearing his seatbelt didn't. Don't risk it. Click it or ticket. Paid for by NHTSA.
At the 7-minute mark of the fourth quarter, it was a tie ball game at 41. The Panthers have only scored 3 points since, while Liberty Creek has rolled off 13. And the Panthers have got to find something. They need points here on this possession as McKelvey gets to the front court. Cut off by Lauderdale. Over to Mays. To Moot. Moot takes a screen, picks up her dribble, over to Mays. Paul backs it up. Paul takes a long 3. In and out. Bradley chases down the rebound. Liberty Creek gets it and knocks it off the Panther defender.
I think that was a bad call because Bradley was standing out of bounds when the ball hit her. So she wouldn't have been out of, she had already been out of bounds. You have to take it off an inbounded person, do you not? Well, why don't you just take it? Okay.
Lewis from the corner inbounds to West. Tries to get it back to Lewis. Moot knocks it out. Lewis with the baseball pass gets over the top. Fitz-Wilson has to save it off the legs of McKelvey. And what that does is that flipped the field as now Liberty Creek will inbounds from underneath their own basket. Gets it to West, turnaround layup. And it's now a 12-point lead with 1:35 to go. McKelvey takes a long 3, doesn't go in. Liberty Creek with the rebound. Pass up ahead, Moot collision, they'll call it on Gorchek. That'll be number 4 on number 24. So that'll send Lewis to the free throw line. Lewis's first free throw goes in.
Yeah, she's definitely their bread and butter player. She's done a good job guarding Moot for the most part tonight.
Lewis's next free throw goes up. That one rims out. Panthers with another possession. A turnover on the outlet. Out of bounds. It'll stay with Liberty Creek. How many times have we seen Liberty Creek stay in the backcourt on a change of possession and end up getting the turnover?
Quite a few, especially here in the fourth quarter.
Gregory will inbounds for the Lady Wolves. 1:15 to go. Lobs out in front to Fitz-Wilson. McKelvey trying to get the tip. Fitz-Wilson, running clock. Moot jumps up, double team, and the touch foul on Moot will let Fitz-Wilson go to the free throw line, and that's number 5 on Gorchek Moot. (57-44) is your score with a minute 1 remaining. Make it 58 as Fitz-Wilson makes the free throw. Second free throw is good. Paul quickly gets it inbounds to Mays. Bradley turns around looking for anyone. Paul's going to take one from the volleyball line. It's short. And Liberty Creek will dribble out as much time as they can. 47 seconds remaining. Paul picks up Fitz-Wilson at the mid-stripe. Throws it over to Gregory. Back to Fitz-Wilson. 36 seconds remaining. Panthers will not foul, but they will play defense. Gregory, guarded by Bradley. McKelvey comes over. Bradley has to give it up. Fitz-Wilson to the far side. She's chased down by Paul. Back over to Tate. 19 seconds remaining. Overhead pass to Fitz-Wilson. McKelvey trying to knock it out. Fitz-Wilson backs it up. 10 seconds to go. And the Panthers will sag back. 4 seconds. And Liberty Creek, with a huge fourth quarter, will come away with the victory as they will be region champs. As they outscore the Panthers 23-3 here in this final quarter and come away with a 59-44 victory. We'll take a break. We'll give you a recap and final stats as you're listening to Lady Panther basketball.
For decades, I've taught you everything I know. How to safely build a fire. How to control the flames. What to do with hot coals. How to secure your chains. But I can only teach wildfire prevention. Only you can prevent wildfires.
You're not gonna get it all right. Just make sure you nail the big stuff.
Mama!
Like making sure your kids are in the right seat for their age and size. Get it right at nhtsa.gov/the-right-seat.
Hear that? That's the sound of your life. But every time you drive after drinking, the music gets drowned out. Buzz driving is drunk driving.
Game world or real world, seatbelts save lives.
3 quarters, the Lady Panthers were the better team. But Liberty Creek showed why they were the #1 team for the better part of this season. A 59-44 victory for the Lady Wolves, and they are crowned region champs their first year in Class 3A. Lady Panthers, though, nothing to hang their head about. They played this thing about as tough as you could.
Yeah, they played a good game for the most part early on. Liberty Creek's just a better team. They're deeper. They've got a lot of seniors. They work together well as a group, and they just kept putting the pressure on at certain points, and that's where the separation came from. But you should never hang your head anyway. If you gave it all you got, the good thing is it's not the end of the season. If it's end of the season, maybe hang your head because you never want to go out losing. But just learn from it and see if you can get better. If you take care of business, you might see them again in the state tournament.
And, John, we'll keep talking here because I don't know that the viewers will be able to hear the public address announcer as they're giving out the all-region team.
From Station Camp, Kobe Johnson, all-region team.
They said Kobe Johnson. I'm pretty sure they meant Kobe Jackson for Station Camp.
From Valor, Kobe Cotton, all-region team.
Kobe Cotton, the Valor Prep freshman guard, no surprise there. She ended up with 16 points the other night.
Yeah, she's solid.
And I felt like we had contained her. For your Panthers, Gorchek Moot comes to the scores table for her all-region tournament plaque.
And from Portland, Kieva Bradley, all-region team.
Also for your Lady Panthers, Kieva Bradley.
From Liberty Creek, Kayla West, all-region team.
Liberty Creek will have Kayla West.
From Liberty Creek, Emerson Fitzwilson.
And Emerson Fitzwilson. Probably no shock who the region MVP will be.
It would have been highway robbery if she would have been.
Mason Lewis.
The team awards presented by TWSLA. First, the regional runner-up presented to Portland High School.
So for the second straight year, though, John, Portland will get to go to the sectional tournaments.
Yep, that's one of your goals.
You just got to put this behind you and get ready for Saturday's game as the Lady Panthers receive their runner-up plaque, and they'll get set for team pictures. You've got final stats for us.
I do. Madison Mays with 8, McKelvey with 8, Paul with 11, Moot with just 8, which I think is probably the story of the game. Their best player did a really good job of shutting her down. Bradley with 9. We were 10 for 13 from the free throw line. Only 1 for 4 in the fourth quarter, though, which you never know. That might have made a little bit of a difference here or there. Rebounds, Mays with 1, McKelvey with 3, Paul with 5, Moot with 8, Bradley with 3, steals, McKelvey 4, Paul 1, Moot 2, Bradley 1, our blocks, Paul 2, Moot 1, assists, Mays with 3, McKelvey with 3, Paul with 3, Moot and Bradley with 1, and we had 15 turnovers totally. Total.
So that puts the season record for the Lady Panthers at 21-13. Saturday night, Lady Panthers get one last shot to get back to the state championship, and that'll be a 7 p.m. tip-off. It will be an away game, and we have no update from Region 6, so it'll be against either Tullahoma or Giles County. Tomorrow night, the boys get their chance at a region banner as they will face the Maplewood Panthers back here at Valor High School. That tip-off will also be at 7 o'clock p.m. As usual, we will broadcast all games right here on YouTube via the Portland Sports Network. As always, we appreciate your comments and your fandom for Panther basketball. We do not take your support for granted. Once again, final score, Liberty Creek over your Portland Lady Panthers, 59-44. For John Thayer and Miguel Almendarez, I'm Kyle Eden. Until next time, go Panthers.